Just pre-ordered my green iPhone 12 mini, and I got so excited about the prospect of having a small phone again that I just wanted to make a video talking to you guys about it. So my first smartphone ever was actually an iPhone 4. Before that I had just like a LG Rumor 2, you know, one of those like slide up keyboard phones. And this was actually in junior high when I wasn't really allowed to have a smartphone at all. It was kind of too early for me. This was also around the time where all my friends had just like, you know, the first gen iPod touches. And using a 3.5-inch screen was kind of normal back then. Enter the next 10 years of phones where everything just started getting bigger and bigger, and during that time I actually upgraded quite a few times. Between Android and iPhones over and over again, over a couple of years I went through probably 10 phones. And what I would do is I would just sell the phone, sign up for a new one for $0 down, and use the money from selling the old phone to pay off the contract so that I was back at square one. I kind of did this up until the iPhone 10 came out in 2017, and I just decided that from then on, like the iPhone upgrades weren't really that big of a difference. The iPhone 10 kind of has everything that I really wanted in a phone, and it's still holding up perfectly. Battery health is at like, you know, 88% or something like that. It still gets me through a full day. It's still really good. The only thing is that the screen is still just too big. And I mean, 5.8 inch or whatever the 10 is isn't really that big, but it's big enough that you still kind of have to two-hand it sometimes. My big thing about phones is that I take the bus a lot, and when I'm if the bus is full and I'm standing there and I'm holding the rail, I don't want to have a phone that's too big for one hand, otherwise, you know, I might shimmy it and drop it. And then, you know, I'm out $1,000. So with a smaller phone, you can kind of just maximize that one-handed usage. Now, the other thing is I have an iPad Pro, and I kind of just really use that if I need to use a bigger screen for anything. That being said, if I'm in a pinch and I don't have my iPad, you know, just doing a couple of minutes of browsing or watching a video or something on my phone, I don't care if it's too small, like it doesn't really bother me. To me, the trade-off is better for the one-handed usability than being able to enjoy my content more on a bigger screen. Now one of the other main reasons I'm super excited about the 12 mini is because of the colors. One of my favorite phones actually was the iPhone 5C. I sold my iPhone 5 to my friend and then got an iPhone 5C instead because I love the colors so much. And that one was the lime green iPhone 5C. So I'm really excited that they're going back to colors and mini at the same time, and I can get a green iPhone 12 mini. I'm super excited about that. So I actually frequent the Apple and iPhone subreddits quite a bit, and a lot of people kind of balk at the idea of having a small phone and don't really understand why you would want one. They point to the 2020 iPhone SE 4.7 inch as a small phone for those people, and it's just not there. Like, as somebody who used the 5 and the 5C and the first gen SE and just was used to that 4-inch screen, the 4.7 inch screen with the massive chin and forehead was just not what I would consider a small display, and it didn't really ever hit that sweet spot for me. I'm hoping that the 12 mini is going to really fit the bill for me. And so there was actually a small subset of people talking about how they would immediately buy an iPhone SE-X. As funny as that name is, but that's basically what the 12 mini is. They're kind of the same people as me, where they're the perfect audience for that new 12 mini. But yeah, this has just been like a kind of little overview video of my story of phones and why I'm really excited for the 12 mini. And I'm going to be getting it on Friday. I have it pre-ordered. So if you want to see an unboxing specifically of the green iPhone 12 mini, you can come back on Friday or Saturday whenever I get the video done, and you can come see that. And yeah, I'll give you my first impressions, and then I'm also planning on doing a camera comparison between the iPhone 12 mini and the old iPhone 10, just to see how far it's come. And I'm going to do a couple of side-by-sides and, you know, test the night mode on the new 12 mini and just kind of see how the cameras compare and what we can get out of them. So I hope you guys can come back and join me on this weekend, and we'll see what happens with the new 12 mini. Peace.